What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. In tonight's episode, we are going to talk about why I believe it is impossible for men to trust modern women today. And we have a lot to discuss this evening. I'm going to try to get through it as expeditiously as I can so I can make time for your guys' comments and stuff like that. But today's video, I don't even know what today's inspiration for today's video was. I know I've been doing a lot of research. I was up all night, wound up staying up all through the day. I had to take a nap before this. So hopefully that's enough to give me energy to make it through this, but I know I'm going to do it because of you guys. So thank you. So today we're going to look at some articles involving the thumbnail that you saw with Keke Palmer. I don't plan to go in depth, but there's a couple things from these articles that I want to cover that I think is important to highlight based on today's topic. The other thing is I have a few video clips to go over. I also have some really good memes of the day, ones that I believe are like, these are not just random memes. Like, these memes have a lot to do with today's topic. And then additionally, I have some of your comments from the previous week where I'm going to go over today. So do me a favor, hit that like button. And with that being said, let's get started. All right. So you guys are going to have to be quick on letting me know once I get the video going. Once I get the video going, you guys are going to have to be really quick to tell me if the video has sound, because I did something that tends to cut out the sound, and I want to make sure that's going to be all good. So I will ask you guys as the video is playing in the beginning so we can figure this out. All right. Again, we have a lot to discuss. Let's get right into it. So, listen, when we're talking about what happened with Miss Keke Palmer and her boyfriend, you know, the thought was, hey, she went to this Usher concert and she got up on stage and then she freaking it up on stage with Usher. And it's kind of like, I've watched videos with dudes with their girls there, and then you hear about this, you know, people ask them a question when they interview and ask about hall passes and stuff like that. And, you know, women will say, oh, you know, I'd have a hall pass with blah, blah, blah. And you have these dudes who won't say anything, you know, like, I don't need no hall pass. I just need you, baby. You know what I mean? Try to play like all hard, but it's kind of like one of those. When I see those ones, it almost make you cringe a little bit, don't it? And I want you to think about it for a second, all right? The reason why it makes me cringe is that you'll have a woman who clearly is identifying that if she had the opportunity, she would lay down with, you know, fornication with, okay? She will do that with somebody that she is, you know, attracted to. Yet these guys will save face to try to almost like put in brownie points with a girl to not say there was somebody that, you know, they would hall pass with. Anyway, neither here nor there. We're going to get into this first article because I have a number of articles for you guys today. Okay, so I got this from TMZ today. It says Keke Palmer's boyfriend defends shaming her outfit. Let me get out my glasses so I can make sure I read all this today. Okay, he says, I have morals and standards. Uh-oh, I forgot to take this off the screen. So look, we're going to hit this real quick, right? So the thing about it is she goes to Usher's residency here in Vegas, get up on stage. She's already wearing like this sheer outfit. And, you know, old boy got mad about it, okay? Her boyfriend was upset about it. Now, there are some arguments out here by, let me put myself up on the screen before we, there are some arguments today by modern women that, you know, hey, you know, you shouldn't be so insecure. That's a strong, independent woman. She get to do whatever she wants to. There's even another argument that's going to be made in the very first video where women will say that until we're married, you're not my husband. You can't tell me what to do, which is hilarious because we all know that modern women today Doesn't matter whether or not you're married or not. Even if you're married, women say the same thing today. So to me, it's just cap, okay? So let's get into this article real quick. I just want to cover some highlights what I saw in it, okay? So it says Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Darius Jackson, who's the father of her child, isn't backing down for publicly shaming her wardrobe choice for Usher's show. And now says her sheer outfit reflects poorly on their family. So this is the way the dude feels. Look, as much as women like to always say, well, this is the way I feel, and you got to understand, like, we have feelings too. But the difference is that Mr. Darius Jackson doesn't understand is that women don't give a damn about our feelings unless they do. Darius is defending his initial comments on Keke's sexy outfit after catching a ton of heat for his critique. Specifically, he said she shouldn't wear such revealing outfits because she's a mother. Now, I don't know if saying that's a mother, but he's going to make some other points. He says in doubling down on last Wednesday, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother of his kids to showcase booty cheeks to others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is. So this man is catching a lot of flack for saying, look, I don't want my woman out there revealing everything. She's the mother of my kids. Like, I want my woman to have some dignity and class. But again, women do what they want to do, okay? Unapologetically, he added, this is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. And this dude is standing on principle saying, look, he don't want his woman to be scantily cladded for the whole world to see. I mean, listen, if your man loves you, let me get this thing. If your man loves you, I don't understand why that's a bad thing. Listen, if I've had my women in the past watch me walk out of our house or whatever and be like, you actually about to wear that? They'd be like, yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. Like, you ain't going out like that with me, right? I would say that's my woman looking out, making sure I don't look bad and not represent her badly. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to wear that shirt with them shorts? It's like, we're just going to the store. Like, not my dude, right? So I appreciate that, right? And I'll be honest, I've done that in the past too. Like, nah, not that one. Mm-mm. And listen, and it all depends on where we're going. It all depends on what we're doing, right? So I think that's respectful between a couple. All right, let's get this back on track here. All right. So the controversy started Wednesday afternoon when Darius, quote, tweeted a video showing Keke in a sheer dress as Usher serenades her at his Las Vegas residency. And I still haven't gone to that yet, but whatever. Darius said, it's the outfit, though. You a mom. Tons of folk lashed out at Darius in replies, and now he's sticking to his guns. And then at this point in time, Keke hadn't said anything on social media, okay? So that was the first part. Now, I brought up this next one because now Keke Palmer wound up doubling down on her outfit choice, wearing that sheer outfit right at the Usher concert. So let's read what this says. Now check it out. There's an update. Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Darius Jackson, appears to have deleted both his Twitter and Instagram after receiving backlash for his comments regarding Keke's outfit. Now that's the standout. That's a standout part that I want you guys to think about, okay? This man was simply saying that my woman is going out with a sheer outfit, showing off her goodies and stuff, and she's the mother of my kids. And I just want a woman who looks respectable, who isn't respectable, isn't disrespecting me. All right, that's what he's saying. That's the only thing he's saying. And I'm sure the female brigade came after him. You just a hater. She can wear what she wants. See, you just a man. You trying to control her. Right? We've seen it. I get some of these comments sometimes by some of these women who It's like it got so bad this dude had to delete his Twitter and Instagram. That's how bad it gets. Okay? Let's get back into this article so we can see what else happened. Keke Palmer's boyfriend isn't going to get a rise out of her, at least publicly, after he insinuated her choice of attire for the Usher concert wasn't appropriate for a mom. The Nope actress is telling the world she has no regrets following the very public remarks made by Darius, right? Okay? And this is what she wore, right? Now, guess what? Keke doubled down, okay? Keke doubled down. And she said that her wardrobe selection in a recap on IG that made mention of Darius, that made no mention of her boyfriend whatsoever. She posted a pic in the outfit and said, I wish I had taken more pictures, but we were running late. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all haven't seen that Usher, you got to go. All right, so she's promoting him, okay? And then she also said that, where is that pic of us together with the king himself, talking about her and Usher. So not only did she say, I wish I had taken more pictures, she also was up there, promoting Usher. See, there they go right there up on the stage. I ain't about to play the video because I ain't trying to get all that struck down. But she said the king, Usher, sided with his VIP guests, telling him he sided with Keke, right? Talking about, thank you, Big Boss. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for her attending his residency here in Vegas, okay? And that's her, And look, it's not the worst sheer dress I've ever seen. She looks actually absolutely beautiful. But if he's feeling some type of way, I'm sure he's feeling some type of way seeing his woman being grabbed up on stage by Usher. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that later, okay? So Darius was rolling pissed off Wednesday when fans ripped him for being extra critical of Keke's sheer outfit. He said, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother of his kids to showcase her body to others, okay? And he gets told how much a hater he is. So anyway, that's enough of that one. And then I have one more article I'm going to bring up. Now, this is an older one from the beginning of this year where the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore, right at the time. Now, I want to bring this up because this was a long divorce proceeding. And why this is relevant to what we're going to talk about today is because I want to read through you this article real quick. Kenya Moore is hoping to get things squared away. I'm sure the divorce is done now. If it's not, then God dang, that is a long divorce. Is hoping to get things squared away with a divorce, but she makes it clear there's still a huge roadblock. She said, she talked about, so the Real Housewives of Atlanta star was out in New York and asked about her split with Mark Daly, which she called the world's longest divorce. Kenya says that it's been a long time coming, but they didn't have a prenup, okay? And dividing up the spoils of the marriage isn't as easy as it seemed, okay? So they had been married after 2 years, right? They filed in 2021. That's actually not a long divorce. Okay, I guess it was 2-year divorce with a 2-year marriage. So that's crazy. They got a family together, okay? Now, check this out. This is the part I want to bring up, okay? At the time of their split, she said, due to recent and ongoing circumstances, I can no longer continue this marriage, adding that their daughter, Brooklyn, would be her main focus. And that's good, okay? Their kid should be the focus. There go Keke showing off her baby bump. True to form, she offered motherhood advice to mommy-to-be Keke Palmer, who recently revealed a pregnancy. As far as when she'll be officially single, she has high hopes it'll be done in time for Hot Girl Summer. So, so she said she has high hopes it'll be done for Hot Girl Summer. So she is ready to get a divorce, and now, or she was at the time ready to get a divorce and hoping it is done so she can be twerking out here during the summertime. Ain't that something else? Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you guys as far as that. So I am done with those things. And all right, let's see what we got here. So the next portion, when you guys come in the comments, I usually do shout outs for you guys, read through some of your comments because I appreciate you guys being here. And right now we have one person that has brave enough to answer right now. We got Ennis in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Ennis, he said, damn near impossible to raise girls in modern day Western society. A majority of them grow up and in some form or another become just like Kiki. Modern day Miss Independent, masculine, rebellious woman. Yep. It's tough out here, man. But Sean, my brother, just stay strong. As for Kiki, looks like she finally starting to spread her wings and show her colors. Societal program took her, bro. She's gone. Yeah, it is kind of, I don't know. Listen, I can't sit here and say anybody's innocent, anybody's wholesome or anything like that. I'm not going to put that label. And that's high standards for women in Hollywood. Listen, I'm talking about this Hollywood couple, but I want to put a little asterisk there because when you talk about Hollywood couples, their lives and their situations are completely different from ours. But we look at them because they are the focal point that we can all look at and we can all point to, okay? And so as far as, she's done a lot of good stuff over the course of her career, even being that little girl and the spelling bee and all that stuff like that. But how times have changed, huh? And it says, before you know it, she'll be a 40-year-old single mother with a body count through the roof with a piss pile of regrets. Same as always ends with these modern women. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't learn until it's too late. And we're going to actually talk about that in some of the videos today. Preston is also in the house. Sup, Sean C, Green Money, TSG, Uncut Homies. Oh, man, that's a good one, Preston. Thank you for being here, my brother. I appreciate it. Look, I got a lot to go through tonight. So I got to keep this thing rolling along. So we're going to get to our first video of the night. And I just found this one at the last moment where she briefly brings up, let me put myself back up on screen. She briefly brings up Keke Palmer, but that's not the point she's trying to make. She has a deeper point. She's going to talk about it briefly, but she's going to bring this to a new point because we're talking about why is it impossible for men to trust modern women? We're going to get into it. All right, let me know when I play this. Can y'all hear this? Because, again, I did some adjustments, and I'm about 50-50 if this volume is going to work.
So y'all already know that Keke Palmer been
Put
a
a 1 in
topic
the
of
comment if
discussion
y'all
for
can
the
hear
past
it.
few days.
0 if you can.
I've already given my opinion on it. But there is something else that I noticed that I wanted to talk about.
Y'all hear that?
Anytime I would see a post about...
Did y'all hear that? Put a 1 in the chat if you could hear that. Put a 1 in the chat for me, please. I just want to make sure y'all can hear that. That's how it always starts out, spreading her wings. Yep. All right, y'all heard it. Okay, cool. I'm going to start it over just so we can make sure it was good. I just had to make sure the audio was good.
So y'all already know that Keke Palmer been a topic of discussion for the past few days. I've already given my opinion on it. But there is something else that I noticed that I wanted to talk about. Anytime I would see a post about the whole situation, the most popular comment that I would see from women is that you're single until you get married.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Now, I'm not going to go too deep on this because she's going to make some fire-ass points that I want to get through. Oh, just so y'all know, I didn't turn monetization on for this video because I knew when we started talking about this topic, some words were going to fly. And so, again, I rely on you guys. Thank you so much for all the donations and contributions you guys make to the channel and stuff like that, okay? I appreciate that. Today, I'm not even putting monetization on because I know it's going to get struck down. Anyway, but she makes some good points. I want you guys to listen really closely because this concept that you can't tell me nothing if you ain't going to decide to marry me. Okay, fair enough. Let's hear what she got to say about this, okay? Oops, there we go.
Let's just talk about that for a second. Forget about the whole Keke Palmer situation. That's not a part of the discussion. Let's just talk about that statement. The you're single until you get married statement. Because I noticed that it's only used whenever you try to let a woman know that she's wrong in a situation. If you try to tell a woman, hey, you got a boyfriend, you might not want to wear that. Or you got a boyfriend, you might not want to do that. Y'all's defense is always, well, I'm not married, so I'm single. I'm going to do what I want to do until he put a ring on it.
Now, imagine, if you will, she's going to make this point in a second, but I want to cut her off at the post. Imagine, if you will, if the shoe was on the other foot, roles were reversed, and a man said that exact thing, okay? I'm single until I get married. And listen, some guys feel that way. You know what I mean? Some guys feel that way. But when we as men say and feel that way, that, hey, I'm single until I get married, do you know how much crap we get for that? Oh, you just nasty. You just trying to be a player. Oh, you a dog to women. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all men can't commit. Y'all men can't commit. Is that not what we hear? Anyway, real quick before I get to that, shout out to Speak Spanish Now. Please go check out my brother Omar's channel. He said, what up, as Sean and Bruce Wayne on the plane right now watching, fam. Oh, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Y'all on the plane, huh? That's what's up. Preston says, what up, Speak Spanish and Bruce Reigns? Yeah, man. Good seeing y'all, man. I appreciate that. Thank y'all for watching, man. Appreciate that. Let's get back into it and let her finish the roast session.
And if that's how you truly feel, cool. Stand on that. But let's test it out and see if that's how you really feel. Because if that statement is true, that means if you catch your boyfriend cheating on you, that means you're going to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up because that's not your husband.
Let me give that woman some applause on that logic. If that's the right logic, then all of the women that feel that way, why is it when women like that tend to get married, they have that same mindset even after they get the ring on their finger? If anything, my personal experience is once you put the ring on it, gotcha, bitch. I got you, right? It's done. Got you. Done. Game over. Checkmate. Okay? So if your woman was playing and had a facade going, the mask drops in marriage, especially after that honeymoon stage is done. But with this logic, with this thing, what happens? Okay, man puts a ring on it. What happens after that? The exact same thing that happened before. You have a lot of these modern women operating in marriages, in long-term relationships, like they are still completely single. And that is the point why I brought up the articles from Keke Palmer and this dress thing. Not that, anything in and of itself was bad about her dress. Is showing, but her husband or her boyfriend felt disrespected. What about his feelings? But they don't care. It's all about their feelings. Okay? Let's see what we got here. These women always are the ones who can't commit it to anyone. Boom. And then got some what ups. And then hanging in there. Okay, y'all was just talking to each other. Let's finish this out. I'm gonna let her roll.
Right or wrong?
Crickets.
Or is that not the same? When he's at the strip club every other day, you not gonna say shit because that's not your husband. Or are you all of a sudden not single until marriage no more?
That's not your husband.
When he's coming in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning every other night, you not gonna say nothing, right?
Don't say nothing.
When you see them text messages with Keisha, Kelly, and Courtney, you not gonna say nothing, right? No, not because y'all single until y'all get married.
Until you get married.
Or does that only apply to you whenever you don't want to admit that you wrong?
Oh.
And like I said, this isn't about anything else except for that one statement. The I'm single until I get married statement.
Okay. I'm not going to write it out. There ain't nothing else to say about that, okay? I'm going to bring myself back up on screen, and I'm going to set up the next video clip. Okay, there we go. Got the next video clip. Man, this next video clip is wild. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Does she have a point about that? Do modern women make that statement that don't tell me nothing, I'm single until I'm married comment to men, but yet and still have a double standard when it comes to what men do? They do. And what women will tend to do is try to make these statements in the heat of battle in order to win the conversation, to try to deflect from any guilt and or particularly accountability of how their actions are and carrying themselves. I find today that there are more men willing to commit to the right woman than there are women willing to commit to a singular man. That's right. Everything I'm talking about, like I was up all night, all through the morning. I took like a quick 2-hour nap before this live stream. I had been pulling content since early this morning, right? Since I'd finished all this setup and all this stuff. And I'm telling you, I pulled almost 60 something videos this morning, right? Potentially I might use in the future. And in a lot of them, this attitude was very pervasive amongst all the videos I pulled. They're not the same, but they're just these common threads I see. And you'll wonder why we talk about this stuff so much, because this is why men can't trust modern women today. Because you guys say one thing and then do a completely other. When it works for you, that's fine. But when it comes to the man, then there's a problem. And then you have the whole female brigade will rush upon and descend upon dudes like Darius Jackson, okay, Keke Palmer's baby daddy, okay, her boyfriend, will descend upon him to the point that he has to delete his Twitter and his Instagram. Insane, man. Insane. Let's see what you guys got to say about it. Also, leave a comment down in the chat about this one. I want to hear from you guys, right? And it says, I be trying to tell these simp dudes the real, bro, but some of them can't be saved. Well, that's a whole other topic. For you guys who are watching this pre-recorded, listen, I have 2 videos when men stop simping. Check out both of those videos if you haven't seen it. But I'm telling you right now, it is very entertaining. But some of those ones are some real stuff. Check it out. And I got a couple other videos in there that kind of talk about the same topic, have kind of the same theme. Check those out too, okay? Preston says, of course, that was completely disrespectful as hell. But those people actually have the nerve to shame someone. Look, man, women used to love when you have a dedicated man for you. Everybody gonna say, well, she making all the money, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Okay, whatever. Who cares about all that? Point is, you have a dedicated man who's willing to be there with you, be a father, who just wants a woman who dresses in a way that doesn't make him feel disrespected. I'm going to say make him feel disrespected, because she may not have been trying to intentionally disrespect him, but that's the way it came off to him. Now, flip this around. I want y'all to flip this around. Flip that thing, okay? Flip it, okay? Now, what happens in these arguments when women tell men that they feel totally disrespected by an action of a man, or they feel like that man you wasn't respecting me in the moment when you looked at her and blah, blah, blah. We catch heat for that. And then you would have the whole internet female brigade come to their rescue like, yeah, you tell him, girl, blah, blah, blah. See, you know what I mean? You got, modern women are in this echo chamber. They talk about this type of content. We're in an echo chamber. At least we're speaking truth. You guys are here sitting here. They're up here spitting stuff purely on feelings and conjecture. Okay? It blows my mind how they can quickly make these double standards. Don't do as I do, but let me do what I want to do. Okay? It's craziness. It's craziness. We ran a fade right in the break room, and damn, bro, I found out why his name was Bruce Lee. Oh man, that's crazy. It's all good though. Yep, it is, man. First of all, how is it any of their business in the first place? First of all, oh yeah, the female brigade that come in there to their family. Mind your own damn business. Absolutely, absolutely. I got you. All right. Let's get on to the next video. Now, let me set this one up for you guys, okay? Actually, I didn't even set up the whole section. So what we've been talking about, let's just call that the intro section, okay? Today, the main video clips, because that last video clip I added was just a last-minute ad. I literally added it 5 minutes before this video because I remembered I pulled it out of one of my 60 videos. She brought up the name Keke Palmer, so I figured it would go well with this video. But today we're going to talk about why men can't trust modern women. And now we come on to our main video clips where we're going to go through a few video scenarios that are going to test this. We've already talked about this beginning part, but we're going to get into a little deeper, okay? And listen, there's so many aspects about this we can talk about. We already just touched the surface. We have a lot to discuss today, so I'm going to try to roll through this as quick as possible. Please, if you have not hit that like button, please do so at this moment. You will help us. And if you like this type of content and you like the live streams, which the live streams, I do videos always with the mindset of people who may not know me, may not know what TSG Uncut is about. But when it comes to these live streams, I do that for my loyal gents. So a gent is anybody who subscribed to the channel, who supports the channel. The gents make up this channel. My people who are loyal to making comments on the videos. My people who are loyal to watching the videos I link at the end of my videos. If you do that, that is the bare minimum support I expect of a gent, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for doing it. But on the flip side, right? On the flip side, it's the contributions from everybody here that makes this channel the way it is. We also have our Cash App. We also have Super Chats. Please, if you want to support the channel, do that. But really and truly, what I really need from you guys to do is just to make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and support the videos, man. Watch them all the way through. Watch the next one. If every one of the gents did that, the algorithm would love this channel, okay? Anyway, neither here nor there. I just wanted to get that out the way. That's the housekeeping. Let's see what else you guys got to say. We're going to jump into the next one. And it says, yeah, Sean, man, don't try to save the world, bro. Just people willing to listen. Listen, man, you're right. I can't save the world. That's not what this channel is about. What this channel is about is I have to meet both men and women where they're at. Okay? So I just put out what I do. But I hope that when we have some of these discussions and some of the things that I talk about, that hopefully a light bulb goes off in someone's head. All I'm doing, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I've talked about my flaws many times on this channel. I've talked about the things I've gone through in this channel. All I can hope in this is that people can respect the fact that I've lived enough life that I am just dropping the knowledge that I have seen onto you guys. And listening to your guys' experiences, also us sharing together will help somebody. That's all I hope for. Preston says, who doesn't love this channel? Because I do. Hell yeah. You definitely have our support. Thank you so much, Preston. I know I do, man. I know I do. I'm going to have to go through and start making my next round of moderators, man. And definitely you've been very loyal, so you're going to be up on there soon. Carl, man, thank you for being here. Show me a man who trusts the modern women. I'll show you a fool with herpes. God dang. Ooh, that's rough, bro. Carl come in off the top rope. That's what we're here for, to listen. Team TSG City. You know what? With that being said, let's get to our very first main video of the night, okay? Let's get there. Are we ready? Okay. Listen. Oh, let me set this up real quick. This situation is crazy. Now, in one aspect, this is one of those videos that you might have seen that have gone viral. It's a type of viral video where a man flew the girl out and found out that she wasn't on the up and up with him. I am interested to know what you guys think about this video when we get to the end of it, and we'll talk about it here on the other side. Am I going to let it roll? I might let it roll unless I have something I have to get out. Okay, so let's get there.
Where you going? What's going on? Huh?
Sorry, I forgot to tell you that my friend invited me out.
You forgot to tell me, huh? And I'm asleep. How do you forget to tell me, huh?
Because you were sleeping, I didn't want to wake you up.
You didn't want to wake me up, huh? But I flew you out with me. Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Don't feel like that. I was just gonna go see my friend.
That don't make no sense. It's 12:30 in the middle of
my
in the night.
girl I haven't seen in like years.
But why didn't you tell me this earlier while we were out eating at a 5-star restaurant?
She just came up with it. Like she didn't know if she was about
So when I go to sleep, you get up and you get dolled up. You weren't even looking like this earlier today, and now you ready to go and kick it with your friends. That don't make no sense to me. And I flew you out here.
Why are you keep saying that? Just because you flew me out here?
I'm saying that because I feel some type of way. Look at how good you're looking. You're looking fabulous.
Because like you were sleeping and we came out of town to have fun. Why?
Okay, let me see. Let me see.
Whoa. I gotta stop it there. Okay. So let's just do a quick recap of what's going on in this situation. This guy flew her out. They went out to a very nice restaurant, had dinner, all that stuff. He's going to talk about some other stuff that she did that I think is a little shady. I think she knew what she was doing. But here the thing is, he flew her out. They went to a restaurant. They decide after dinner they're going back to the hotel room. Now, in this situation, I'm going to tell you, listen for it if you can hear it, but I didn't hear it when I went through this video. But what he never said was he never said in this video, like you see in some of the other videos, that he had an expectation of relations from this woman. He didn't say that. He said, look, we're here. I flew you out. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be having a good time. Now, they haven't said it yet, but they're not boyfriend and girlfriend. In the fourth quarter, when he decides to lay down, right? They ate a big meal. They laying down. She, while he's resting, gets all dressed up. Okay, I don't know how she was looking earlier, but she got all dressed up and dolled up. And what you're seeing right now in this video is him like, yo, he noticed she got up out the bed or she wasn't there. And now she going out with this friend, okay, that she did not mention. This is the other thing too. And listen on the video and tell me if I'm wrong. But in this video, this woman nowhere said, or I didn't get the picture that she brought up any kind of way that there was some type of friend that she had in town that she potentially might see if they flew out there. Okay. Now, with all of that in your head, keep that all in mind. I'm about to play the rest of the video. Okay. Or play some more of the video.
The phone in.
Why do you want to see my phone?
Let me back that up just a tad. Back it up just a tad.
Why you keep saying that? Just because you flew me out here?
I'm saying that because I feel some type of way. Look at how good you're looking. You're looking fabulous.
Because like you were sleeping and we came out of town to have fun. Why?
Okay, let me see the.
She said, "Why are you sleeping?" Okay. If she wanted to go out and hang out, her friend is in town. She's there to have a good time, and she said something about him sleeping. Then why not say before he was getting ready to lay down, hey, I got my friend in town. Let's go out and hang out with her. It's not what she did. I believe she was being deceptive. But let's keep going.
Phone in.
Why do you want to see my phone?
Because
you're not even my man to want to see my phone.
But I flew you out here
You're not
to kick it with me. I didn't fly you out here to go and kick it with your girls.
Now you want to see my phone?
Is there a problem with that?
You're not my man.
Why did you fly out with me then if I'm not? I'm not saying I'm your man. I understand that. But I'm just saying it. Do I really got to explain myself?
I'm just going to
No. Can I do one thing? Just let me see your phone then. Let me see. So which friend is it? Why didn't you tell me about this over dinner?
It's my homegirl.
So let me see your phone.
I told you I have friends here. Right?
Let me see your phone.
I'm not going to see my phone. That's not.
Oh, you ain't gonna let me see your phone, huh?
No.
Well, why not?
Because that's my privacy.
If it's just your friend, let me see your phone. I just want to see. So is she picking you up?
Am I asking you to use your phone?
Is she picking you up?
Yes.
So let me see your phone. I just want to see confirmation.
No.
I just want to see confirmation.
She's gonna drop me off. I'm gonna take it over there.
Wow. You think I'm boo-boo the fool, don't you?
I'm not saying that. Like just because you're thinking just because you brought me here, you want me to just stick with you?
No. You've been here less than 24 hours.
So you're over here sleeping.
Whoa, they haven't even been there 24 hours, man, and she already dipping. Right? They're supposed to be hanging out together. Why? If she was interested, why wouldn't she hang out with him? I don't get it. But anyway, I want y'all to listen to this part she about to say.
I just want to see confirmation.
She's gonna drop me off. I'm gonna take it over there.
Wow. You think I'm boo-boo the fool, don't you?
I'm not saying that. Like just because you're thinking just because you brought me here, you want me to just stick with you?
No. You've been here less than 24 hours.
So you're over here sleeping the whole time. Like
what do you mean we just ate a 5-star dinner?
It's it's a nice night outside. It's good to have
Why didn't you
fun.
say let's do something earlier then? You just said we were going to, you told me before I went to sleep, let's just go to sleep.
I didn't want
You were
to-
convincing me let's go to sleep. That's why you kept feeding me the shots that we got.
Whoa. Did y'all hear that part? Did y'all hear that part? So they're out at dinner, right? She didn't really say nothing about let's go hang out later, right? Because she keeps saying, well, you up here asleep, so I want to go hang out. She didn't bring that up. Why didn't she bring that up before they got back from dinner? Hey, you know, I got a friend in town. Let's go hang out with my friend. I want to have a good time, blah, blah, blah. Everything she was doing seemed to me to be shady as hell. Okay, this whole situation is shady as hell. And listen, imagine if the roles were reversed and some dude like was there with his girl. He's feeding her shots to get her drunk so she could pass out. He get dressed and he dip. You don't think he gonna hear about that in the morning? And imagine if that woman would have paid for it. Think about all the crap he would have got for that. See what I'm saying? Like women's arguments today, that's the kind of stuff that women used to shame men for back in the day and say that men were acting shady. Men were on the up and stuff like that. And it's understandable in some cases. But in this case, it's just they're doing the exact same thing that women complained about back in the day. They're doing the exact same thing. You know what I mean? So let me finish this video out. I'm going to back it up just a hair, just a tad.
So you're over here sleeping the whole time. Like,
What do you mean we just ate a 5-star dinner?
It's a nice night outside. It's good to have
Why didn't you
fun.
say let's do something earlier then? You just
See, she didn't say nothing.
said we were going to, you told me before I went to sleep, let's just go to sleep.
I didn't want
You
to-
were convincing me let's go to sleep. That's why you kept feeding me the shots that we got.
Whoa, I must have ran over that one, gents. So she was trying to tell him, let's just go to bed. She was giving him shots. She was doing whatever she could to dip out. She flew to that city, had another dude in that city, and that's what she. Oh man, this is scummy, man.
No,
But in
it's not.
1942, yes. You know what? I see what's going on. I see what's going on. You know what? You can just get your stuff. Go kick with your friend and don't come back. Yeah, pack your stuff.
You want me to get my stuff?
Yeah, get out of here. You think I'm
You
boo boo the
want
fool?
me?
Yep, gone. Yeah, beat
I
it.
see the type of person you are now.
Oh wow. I've been seeing what type of person you is. You think I'm boo boo the fool? You trying to do that goofy stuff? Yeah, beat it. Think I'm boo boo the fool, huh?
Wow.
There you go. There you go, gents. Let me know what you think about that one down in the comments down below and in the chat. And I'll get to that here in a second. Let me set up the next video. That right there, man. Listen, I personally don't understand why men, like, okay, I understand if you with a girl and you like her, maybe y'all been on a few dates, you've seen each other, y'all been seeing each other, you think you the only one, and you want to have a good time with her. So you fly her out to a city for y'all to have a good time. If y'all not boyfriend and girlfriend, maybe that doesn't give you any entitlement to what that woman can do, right? I get it. But if you're going to say that, then the same thing flips in reverse. That gives you no entitlement to tell a man what to do. See, if this would have been a flip situation, you would see the female brigade come for this dude for being shady, because it looks shady. I don't give a care who you are, man, woman. If you're objectively looking at this looks absolutely shady. And what self-respecting man is going to go for that, man? And he did the right thing at the end. Get out the room, man. You know what I mean? Like, look, go with whoever you're going to go with. You know, you just used me to get out here so you could do what you want to do. You're going to try to feed me shots, tell me to go to bed, and then you get dressed up to try to sneak out? That sounds like some stuff that some dudes would do. That sounds like some stuff that I would have did back in the day, okay? In my playing days, okay? All right? And I'm telling you, it sounds shady. I'm telling you, it sounds shady to me, okay? And I'm telling you, you guys are crazy. Carl, you forgot VD and AIDS. That's crazy. Yep, I did, Preston. Y'all are crazy, bro. King, shout out to King for being here. Thank you very much. If I'm not mistaken, he says she wasn't looking this good earlier while they were out. So she changed clothes. Yes. She was looking one way, had her outfit ready to go to be out. This was pre-marriage premeditated. This was premeditated 304 okay, at its finest. Maybe in my simp days, but now absolutely not. Only time I would ever trip over a female is if she's sleeping on the floor. That's funny. It is. I like that. Salute, chat. XO Pro in the house. Thank you very much for being here, my brother. I appreciate you. What y'all think about that one, man? Was it not shady? Was that not shady move that she pulled? Okay? Women are moving like men, like the men they used to complain about. Women are moving like the men they currently complain about. The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Chaz, the Tyrones, the dudes that are out there and don't care about these women's feelings until they get broken. And then they hate all men until they run across the next one that does the exact same thing and uses them in the exact same way. The hypocrisy has no bounds. Okay, the hypocrisy has no bounds. I don't even tongue wrestle with my damn mama. She'll be standing there arguing to herself while I pay her no attention, rolling a blunt and walking off. Carl. Oh, he's doing shout out to XL, man. All right. Let's get on to the next video. We got a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. So let me get on to the next one. Check this one out.
So what's going on here?
Oh, whoa.
I haven't watched this one yet. Ooh,
What's
she
going on
was
here?
busting.
What you mean what I'm doing? Who is you?
Kilo, bro.
Who is you?
That's my
I don't know
boyfriend.
you. I ain't even here to talk to you, bro. I'm here to talk to you. You said who?
That's my sister's
Nah, that's
boyfriend.
cap. That's cap.
I'm
You're supposed to
not
be with your
capping.
sister right
I'll
now.
leave. You need to leave.
Nah, who is you though, bro?
I'm Kilo, bro.
Kilo, who is you to her? Because this is my baby mom right here, bro.
Oh, I ain't know all that.
So you ain't telling me you had kids, huh? You ain't telling them that I'm supposed to.
Oh, but that's her cousin, right?
That I'm supposed.
I have like 5 kids. But
So you ain't telling them that I'm.
Whoa, I haven't even watched this one yet. She got 5 kids. She got 5 on it. Oh, man. This is insane, son. Let's keep going.
I'm at the house with the kids, and you talking about you supposed to be with your sister.
You're supposed to do that.
Yeah, but you just said you was with your sister.
Whoa, you heard that? Ooh, wait, let me bring that up. Let me back that up real quick. Let's listen to what she just said. Listen to this comment she about to make. Now imagine if when men say this to women. Check this out.
That I'm
I have like 5 kids. But
so you ain't telling them that I'm at the house with the kids, and you talking about you supposed to be with your sister.
You're supposed to do that.
Yeah, but you just said you was with your sister though.
You the baby daddy.
You just.
Whoa, gents. Again, flip it around. What if a dude said that to these modern women nowadays? Hey, well, you the baby mama, you supposed to be home with the kids. Imagine if men said, like women are saying the same things they used to complain about. This is insane to me. This is completely insane. Anyway, let's get back to this. This is messy, man. This is messy on a whole new level. I don't like all this messy stuff. Just a little bit.
Said you was your sister, right? You ain't with your sister. Who
My
is this?
sister is right around the
I just
corner.
called her. She said she at home.
Okay.
And I got your location. You forgot to turn that off,
Who's the
huh?
one
my
that set this
God.
up?
No. We're not about to do that. But look though, it's
Wait.
just crazy.
Did he say
Wait.
What's up?
You're just my baby daddy. You acting like you my man.
But
I
you
could
live-
be
we
on
live
a date.
together, right?
I could be on a date.
No. We live together, right?
No.
So we don't live together?
You don't got no money. You got way more money than him. You got ice on your neck.
Well,
like,
Ice got to do anything though.
because I know he gonna take care of me.
I've been taking care of you
You
with
don't-
my job money that I've been doing for the last 3 months since I came home from
I don't want no
prison.
man with a job. Like, ew. I don't.
What you mean?
I
you
want this right here.
This got to be a
That's
skit.
crazy. I'm at home with the 5 kids while you out on a date, telling me that you with your
Okay.
sister. How you think that made me
You're
feel
supposed
though?
to be on daddy duties right now.
Yeah, but what you supposed to be on? You just told. You know what I'm saying? I'm at home with the kids.
Okay, you supposed to do that.
Okay, and what you doing? Why you lying?
Because why are you in my business? You not my man.
It don't matter.
You my
we
baby
live together.
daddy.
Oh,
You
now
my
I'm not
baby
your
daddy.
man.
You my baby
Now I'm
daddy.
not your
You my
man.
baby
So
daddy.
no. So now I'm not your man when we over here with him.
This is my man.
I'ma
my
leave.
man.
I'ma
No,
leave.
Don't leave, bro.
No,
Don't leave, bro.
this
This
is my
really
baby
ain't got
daddy.
nothing to do with you, bro. This got
Why
something
are
to do
you
with you.
doing this in public?
And I hope you know. I hope you know. I hope you told him the truth about what you got going on too.
What truth?
Or now you want to act like you don't know.
What truth? I don't know
She
what
got
you're talking
something?
about.
You don't. Now you want to. I'm gonna let you tell it. Since you wanna play around here, I'm gonna play with you.
Anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Now you don't know what I'm talking about.
Just
no. I'm gonna just tell him. I'm gonna tell him.
Leave, baby.
Respectfully, I'm gonna tell him. No. You feel me? Like I don't understand this shit though.
Can you just just ignore him?
Yeah,
that shit crazy, man. I'm at home with five kids. And you want to date though? That's crazy.
You don't know how to.
I'm a dad. I'm at home with 5 kids all the time.
You always complaining.
That's crazy.
But you always complaining. Flip that. Flip it and think about everything she says is sounding like what women used to say men were saying. This is why men can't trust modern women today. A lot of modern women are starting to sound like the dudes they complained about. And now all this newfound freedom and ability to do stuff, this woman got 5 kids. And it's not to knock her just for the 5 kids. Okay, you decide to have 5 kids. If you're going to take care of your kids, respectable to you, man. This dude has said he'd be at home when he can all the time with the kids. That's what you're supposed to be doing too, bro. But here you dipping off. And look, maybe they're not together. Okay, they're not together. But you telling me they don't be at home acting like a family until she looking for something? And what did she say? You got a job. I want his type of money. Did y'all not hear that part? Did y'all not hear that part? Let me see what y'all said real quick before we finish this video out, because this is crazy. Where we at? Wow, bro. You see that? Slimy, bro. Pink haired chick would have got a man caught up and in the hospital. One thing I got to give credit to is the dude who walked up on the dude, right? The baby daddy who walked up. He said he could have been like, yo, man, what you doing with my girl? He could have been in that mode, but he played it like a G, man. I'm going to tell you why he played it like a G. Because people, men and women, get mad at the other person instead of focusing their anger and attention on the real culprit, which is the person that did whatever they did. You know what I mean? That's who you should be mad at. So dudes out here losing their life over or getting into an altercation that's going to send one or both of them to jail over stupid beef, over something that she did on the side, over something that he did on the side, right? People be putting themselves in a situation. So he said, look, bro, no problem with you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. This is about what she's doing. And that's where it should be at. Why am I saying that? Just for the dudes who don't understand that, don't get yourself caught up in a situation. Ladies, don't get yourself caught up in a situation being mad at the other person. Usually they're being lied to and or deceived. Usually, okay? Actually, there are statistics out there that show that women actually are more attracted to dudes that are already in relationships nowadays. Ain't that some stuff? I just looked at something about that recently, where women feel like if a dude could get held down by a woman, then he has qualities that obviously make him boyfriend material. They become more attracted to that. Instead of them trying to figure out, are you boyfriend material, they would rather mess with another dude's boyfriend, another girl's boyfriend, because he has proven himself. Ain't that sick? Ain't that sick? You know? And anyway, let's see what you guys got to say. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I skipped some stuff. Sorry. Press says the pimps are the new idiots of today's society's catastrophe. King says Kilo is one of the gold digger prank content creators with the Corvettes and Lambos. It's a skit. I figured it was a skit. Because the dude looked familiar, and it was something that was said in this thing that made me feel like this was a skit. That's something that was said that made me feel like it was a skit. So I'm glad I was able to catch that, okay? But this happens all the time. This kind of stuff happens. I have plenty of videos in my storage ready to go with real life situations. Wow, bro, I'm not surprised at all. Modern day Western woman. Yep. Damn, she got the whole starting 5 kilo ducked, a whole missile. That dude dodged a whole nuke. Yeah, if this was real, call pre-selection. Yep. So, and that's the point, right? That's the point of this, right? To say that it is these situations like this that men are starting to see women act in such a way that they can't trust what they say and what they do. They can't trust them. They can't trust them in those scenarios, man, because they are acting and saying things just like the men, again, and I'm going to keep hitting this point, like they used to complain about back in the day. And I'm old enough to tell you what they used to complain about back in the day. The stuff that used to be on Oprah, the stuff that used to be on Sally Jesse Raphael, the stuff that used to be on Ricky Lake, all these different shows, okay? Anyway, let me shift this back down. I'll finish it out for y'all.
Oh, I forgot. That's my fault. That was the 5,000 I sent you.
Yeah.
I bet she ain't tell you she got that H.
That what?
Oh.
That H.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
I feel like you can use your brain,
Hey,
right?
look, the good thing is...
No, ain't no good thing.
No, look,
It's just crazy how, like, I really do everything. I pay all the bills in the house, and you out here on a date with another
You
dude.
don't
The good
pay all
thing
the
is, bro, I'm
bills.
going to tell you the truth. Honestly, bro, we ain't did nothing. Yeah.
Come on, bro. You think I'm supposed to sit
He
over here?
said we ain't did nothing yet.
This ain't even got nothing to do with you for real, bro.
But I
Okay,
was
so
just
why are
telling-
you talking to him?
What you mean? I'm over here wondering why you got me at the crib and with the 5 kids and you on a date with a dude. Well, you supposed to be with your sister.
I'm trying to get
What you mean? The rent is already paid.
No,
What
it's
you
not.
mean?
You late.
What you
Hey,
mean?
so if she got the H, why you want her to come back home?
It ain't because I got it too. Why? What's up? She the one gave it to me.
You're
So if you did
embarrassed.
something
No,
with her,
no.
just know.
No.
Yeah, let's talk about that
You
though.
did.
Let's talk
You
about
did.
that though. Let's
You
talk about
did.
that.
You got me
Man, get
messed
your
up.
ass up, man.
Wow, bro. That's insane. Where was that comment that was made earlier? It was by Carl. Right there, Carl. Show me a man who trusts about a woman. I'll show you a fool with the H. Carl dropped that line earlier, and it came up in this video. Even if it's a prank or not, that's funny. That is funny, son. Right on, spot on, Carl. We're going to get on to the next video. We got a lot to cover, so I got to kind of run through these videos. All right? Now, I do have another video, but this is the last major topic video. The next video kind of coincides with my memes of the day. And I'm going to try to remember to play it because it kind of goes with it. But this is the last of the main videos, okay? I only have one more video, but I have the comments and the memes of the day, okay? Now, the topic of tonight, for you guys that just showed up, please hit that like button. For you guys that just showed up, why it's impossible for men to trust modern women. So now we've been looking at women who are in relationships with dudes, not married, but in relationships. So modern women want to say that men aren't willing to commit, which really is actually them who are showing that they can't commit, getting divorces at 80% clip, 90% if they're college educated. Women are leaving relationships at a high level. Even in the older, gray divorce is on the rise, where women are leaving long-term relationships. They're 50 plus years old and they are leaving. Okay. So what incentive and listen, gents, for every one of you guys that are married and or in long-term relationships, go read the comments. I support each and every person that is married and or in long-term relationships. But let me be clear about something. I ain't Kevin Samuels, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell any man that watches this channel about getting married. Now, if you do, I'm going to support you. I'm going to be there. I'm going to support you. But I'm warning you that it is not set up today for a man to get married. When men get married, they get married with the intention that this is the woman. I'm content with the woman I'm with. This is who I'm going to be with. Your average dude is willing to stay there through thick and thin and fight for his woman and be there for his woman for long term, okay? It is women today who think there's so much more out there, okay? Think that, hey, I need to be able to monkey branch to the next person that's going to put me in a situation that I want to be at. And listen, the truth of the matter is, for any of you guys that ever considering marriage at this point, you have to know that women today are not built for marriage. And that has a lot to do with not being around men, not respecting men, and always looking for the exit. This video that I'm about to play for you is going to be a great example of why it is going to be nearly impossible for you to ever trust a woman that you get married to. Okay? It's not all women, Okay, I'm not bashing people in relationships now. I'm talking about the dudes who are thinking about it, who are getting married now. Okay, so let me get down to the newest comments real quick before we start this next video. Let's see where we're at. Pre-selection. They can't be trusted at all. So Carl thinks they can't be trusted at all. None of them. Greetings all. Anon, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, let's get to this next video, man. Y'all gon' this is crazy.
This. Why do I got a bank statement in the mail with an account that I don't know nothing about?
First of all, don't come in here yelling at me about no account. I have an account to make sure I'm good. That's why the account is there.
Why are you taking money out of account while I don't know?
You are my husband. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm not. If we were to ever get divorced, I'm not about to be out here with nothing.
We gotta make sure we good. This don't got nothing to do with you sitting taking money out of account
That's
that I work hard for.
Do you not work for us? Are we not a family?
Whoa. See how she flipped that around? Are we not a family? So she took, and you're gonna hear how much it is. It's a lot of money, right? She took a lot. She's been draining money out of the account just in case they get a divorce. Do you hear that? See, ladies, women today have their foot half in and half out. They will pressure a man and say, they will say, let me put myself up on screen. They will put themselves half in and half out the relationship, just like this woman is doing, right? And with the thought of potentially leaving at some point. She's talking about making sure she's good when first she used the same argument to say, hey, this is about us, but then try to flip it and then say, I got to protect myself. That means you half in and half out the relationship. How's your husband supposed to trust you in that situation? Shout out to Kings and Dreams for being here. Please go check out my brother's channel at KND. Awesome channel out there. Support the brother. Y'all got a lot of comments. Before I get back to that, I'm going to get to y'all comments. Let me get this video going again. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to break off too soon. I'm going to back it up just a second.
I'm not. If we were to ever get divorced, I'm not about to be out here with nothing.
We gotta make sure we good. This don't got nothing to do with you sitting taking money out of account that I work hard for.
Do you not work for us? Are we not a family?
This is working for you. This ain't working for
us.
us.
No, it is. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm a woman. If you were to leave me, I need to be okay.
See? Right there. I stopped that. See how she made it all about her? See how she made it all about her? So I've stole tens of thousands of dollars, drawn it from your account and put it into a secret account to make sure I'm good. Instead of saying, hey, this is the money for us and our family to do what we need to do as a family. This is the way, the mindset that men are seeing from modern women today. And this is why men do not trust women to get married. Now, listen, if you are a good woman listening to this, this is what's messing it up for your opportunities to get married. Because it's women like this who will drain the account, who will go out and have hot girl summer, who will go on girls trips, do all these things. Again, the same things women used to complain about with men. How can men trust that?
What's the problem?
You need to be a problem.
What's wrong with her?
Listen, check this out. At the end of the day, you can account for that I was already struggling.
I have to make sure I'm good. I can't. I'm not about to argue with you about money.
You are self-intelligent.
No, I'm not. Everything I've done for us, are you serious? You mad because I'm putting
everything you've done for who? Everything you've done for me, I'm the one working. I'm the one putting in the time.
You cannot be for real right now, Keith.
Whoa, let me stop that. This argument is bullshit. All right? This is a bullshit argument. Women used to complain that men didn't respect what they did in the household. But it is sure as hell apparent that women don't see men going out every day working for the family as a valuable thing. Okay, so you're going out working. So what? So what? You're at home. I'm out there slaving. I have put out a video on this channel about women complaining that they can't take it no more working out in these streets. I don't want to be doing this. Come find me, daddy. Come find your wifey. This is what women will complain about. This is what women say. Pardon me. This is what women say. They say, come save me because I can't keep working like this. So we will work for the rest of our lives for our women and for our family. We will work at the same job. We will work until we are bones in the ground. And women don't respect that. And this woman selfishly took over $20-something thousand, drained it from his account and put it in her secret account just in case they get a divorce. I'm going to make a comment and make a statement. Let me write this down so I don't forget. But there is a, if you were worried that you wasn't going to be protected, I ain't going to even wait. If you were if you were a woman and you worried about being protected in a marriage, like this woman just said, then why, before the marriage, didn't you draft a prenup? Wait. Oh, that dreaded word. The word that when a man says a prenup, women get hurt and in their feelings. And best believe I'm going to make a video about that. Y'all might even see a little small clip from this video to make the point. Okay? Prenup. If you were worried about being protected if something was going to go wrong, then why didn't you say, baby, let's do a prenup? That prenup could also say and delineate that if something happens between you two, that, hey, he could take care of you up to this point in time, right? Or, hey, let's agree on this. If we split, what's going to happen to me? But women don't do that. Women look at prenup saying, you don't trust me? This is why dudes don't trust women. This is why it is impossible for men to trust modern women today. Let's get back to it. I know y'all got a lot of comments on this. I'm going to get to them here in a second.
Everything I do for us, and you're mad that I put a little money to the side for me?
Everything you do for
Yes.
us. Everything you do for
Yes.
you. Statement. It's just
Everything I do for us, and you stealing money from the family for a just in case scenario, which I'm sure you're going to use to buy bags, your nails, your weave, all this stuff. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
What are you gonna do about it?
What am I gonna do?
What are you going to do about it? You see how bold this is? You see how bold that statement is?
What are you gonna do about it? I don't care about this right now. I'm so
You know what I need to
serious.
do with you? You know what I need to do with you? I need to account and stop sharing you. Cause that's the reason that's how you able to go in my find my words and take the money.
Do what you gotta do. I don't care about it. I'm so serious. I'm not about to argue with you about no money.
About no money?
No, I'm not arguing
It's just
with you about
money
no
to you, right?
See, listen, men, when women say that, when women talk like that, I ain't about to argue with you about this and blah, blah, blah. She knows she wrong. And instead of taking accountability for what she did, you know what? I should have talked to you about that. I should have discussed this with my husband. But instead, there's the shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right. Okay?
$22,000 is just a little bit of money to you, huh? I gotta go and work for that money. But it's just a little bit to you, huh?
I'm not about to argue with you about it. Like I said, if you were to break up today, then what am I supposed to do?
Prenup.
I have to have something. And
If we was to break up today, you would be A-OK, my friend, because you been stealing money for I don't know how long.
That's gonna make me okay.
$22,000 not gonna make you
No.
okay. Some people don't make that in a whole year at their job.
What do they need to get a job? Who can live off of 22? You acting like I stole $100,000. Come on. It's
She was going to steal $100,000 if he didn't watch his account long enough.
money you've been giving me that I just put a little bit to the side in my own account.
Why have you been taking money from my account and putting it in yours without me knowing? $22,000 is a lot of money to be missing. You live in a nice house. I pay all the bills for you. I go to work every day for you, for the family, for the kids.
Don't argue with me about the money when that was our agreement. That was our agreement. Now, you mad about me putting money to the side. I'm not giving it up, so I don't care.
Well, you see that? She doesn't care. That's the way some of these women out here feel. They don't care. They only doing what they doing for them. $22,000, $22,000 if budgeted correctly, right? It's not going to make her rich, but it will give her a good start for her to get a place, get a job, all these different things. She would be okay, but she would have to work. And I'm going to tell you that she wouldn't have stopped at 22,000. She would have kept draining his account if he didn't know. You know what I mean? So look, I'm going to let it play.
What do you want? Like, you can do what you need to do, but I don't care. I'm not. Yes.
Agreement?
Yes.
It was agreement for you to take money out of my account and me not know? When was that agreement made? Because I don't know. I wasn't there.
You asked for the money before I put it in my account.
Yeah, baby. You should be asking.
It's ours.
It's ours when we make something together. That's when something is ours. When two people make something together, then it's theirs. If one person provides the whole situation, it's not an our situation, baby. It's a my situation.
So you're mad
and you
that
stealing from me because I didn't give it to you.
Stealing.
You
We share an account, and I made an extra account, and I moved money to my own account, so I would be straight.
You something else.
How did that happen? Okay, sorry about that. I was muted. Okay, so sorry about that, you guys. I just realized I was muted. So let me recap what I just said. Women should be more apt to want prenups. Prenups doesn't have to be about a man not doing anything for his woman. You can negotiate in that prenup what happens when you decide to split apart. That's what the prenup is for, to protect assets on both sides, but also to determine what happens when it's time to split. That's what a good prenup does. If you were worried about that, and if women are worried about signing prenups, then look at the prenup and say, hey, if I decide to have your kids and I'm not working, what happens to me? Does this prenup address what happens to me so I can get on my feet? That's okay. We should be okay with that. But this whole sneaky stealing tens of thousands of dollars and shifting it from your main account to your private account that he didn't even know about is jacked up. Where we at? Talking out both sides of her mouth. Facts. Still Saint, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. The only reason I can see a man getting married in today's generation is solely for religious purposes. Same. I already gave a shout out to K&D. Carl, she already says she already found someone else and is planning to leave. See, that's a good one, Carl, because I believe that too. Why are you talking about that right now on the just in case? Women talk about that just in case because they already got some plans in there. They already got some plans cooking. Preston says shame tactics on a whole nother level. Still Saying says, don't you work for us? Yeah, bro. Yeah, you heard me talk about that. And it says, I don't know if I'd ever get married to a V in Western society. They still got a modern women mentality. Man, when I come to wife material, it's slim pickings. Ladies, any ladies listening, listen to what Ennis just said right here. This is the way men feel. Men do not trust modern women today because women aren't displaying wife material. And if they were, men would wife them up. Look, a man that knows, unless that man know he's still jacked up, men that know they got wife material, that's the ones that get down on their knees and get a ring and do all the stuff because they don't want to lose that person. Person says that's stealing. That's stealing. Have that trash arrested. Yep. It ain't time for talking after hearing all that. Papers need to be rustling, furniture moving, lies getting changed, and civil lawsuits filed. I agree. Or civil suits filed. Person says, hells no, I don't trust you. Facts. Still says, she means you and are only money to me. That's exactly what she said to me too. Still saying. Person says, and you wonder why good men turn into villains and monsters. Boom. King says, think about it, Sean. We all see more men walking, limping around with back pain, joint pain, and permanent injuries than women. That's enough of a reason to keep separate households or not date at all. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep, I know. I'm muted. Chosen, thank you for being here, bro. Yep. Only assets they bring is what they were born with, and they give away on the low. Yep. Shout out to Chosen for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Again, everything you guys contribute, I put back into the channel. All right. To the software, to the music, everything, man. He says signing a prenup is the only chance some of these modern women have at getting a high value man. And listen. Ooh, wait, let's put this back up on screen. I want y'all to think about something. Chosen brought up a good point, okay? Brought up a good point. I'm going to tell you why this is an excellent point. Women are going after high-value men, but high-value men who had to work for whatever they have isn't going to bet the farm on any woman, okay, that he feels is going to take half his stuff and didn't help him work towards that. All right? So he has a good point. If these women were willing to do what I said, some of them would probably be able to bag a high-value man. But for a woman to bag a high-value man and think he going to marry her where she could take half of what he's worked for, right? A lot of women that are millionaires, you know how they became millionaires? A lot of them did it through divorce. That's how they got be millionaires. It's not to say women ain't out there hustling and doing their thing, because I know some personally, and I respect those women. But the women that become millionaires, a lot of them became because they got divorced. That's where a lot of these female millionaires come from, okay? So, if that woman was willing to say, I'll sign this prenup, but what happens to me if we divorce? You can't leave me high and dry. I don't want half of what you work for, but make sure that I'm taken care of at least for this period of time after the divorce, and you wouldn't have to worry about me. You talk about that thing like adults earlier, and like Chosen said, more women would probably see high-value men a little bit more willing to work with them if there's a plan in place that both of them can agree on. But these women get sad. Y'all see the videos. These women are crying. You don't trust me. Yeah, because your actions right now show you don't care about me. You don't love me. You only think about what you can get if you don't want to be with me no more. And what did the woman say in my recent video? There was a woman said something in one of my recent videos. I ain't gonna pull it up. Oh my God, it was in one of the clips. Oh my God, I lost it. I'm not going to even try to go there. Watch my recent videos. There's something that one of those women said that has to deal with this scenario. It's neither here nor there, right? So we are now going to, let me get these last couple comments. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Chosen. I appreciate that. I guess y'all going to have to read lips. I would rather have a vasectomy performed by a plumber before a trusted modern woman. Their actions speak louder than their words. True, man. True that. All right. So now we're going to get to the comments of the day. All right. Comments of the day. All right. These are your comments that I pulled from what I saw, that I liked, whatever. These are some from new and older videos. So let's get to it. We're going to run through these kind of quick because we got a lot to talk about. All right. There's a lot. This is from the video where I said men have given up dating and approaching modern women. See how all these topics connect? Why it's impossible for men to trust modern women. Men have given up on approaching modern women. I try to keep the themes together, right? Michael Wendell Auntie, I don't know, whatever. But Michael says, it'll make me have to pull out my reading glasses, y'all. God dang it. Hate to do this, but Michael says, easy if you talk to a girl, she can call the cops, make up stuff, even if you prove to be false hassle there. Second, if you talk to a girl and for any reason after she has relations of her own free will, she can try and hit you with the R charge. So even if you prove your case, hassle there. Now, say it all goes right. You spend, let's say, 50 to 150, take a girl out, and then she finds out she has a dude or a chick, depending. Now you wasted your money and time. The fact that a girl nowadays spends more time nowadays having fun and being a baddie queen and whatnot makes them act like a man with no control. Or last but not least, at the end of the day, can a woman nowadays be a mother? No cap. She can off a baby, call it a clump of cells, cheat on a man who provides for them with a druggie, thinks family is boring life, more than likely in debt before even taking on a role of a partner, and sadly can't even understand the difference between me and I instead of we and us. Did that not just happen in the last clip? And I didn't pull this before I had that video clip. That woman in there was talking about that money. She did it for her. Talking about, I did it for us, but she was stealing that money from her husband and saying this was for our family. Bull BS. And that's why this comment made it. All right. Check out this video if you haven't checked it out. It's pretty good. All right. You have a user here. He says, dating modern women is for fools. I go to Tijuana red light districts and smash 4 or 5 a week. No commitment, no problems. Us men really don't need women except for smashing. I'm the happiest man alive. Let me know what y'all think about that. Comment down below. I wanted to hear from y'all on that one, man. Seriously. And then Selikipe, he says, I'm a Christian now, so I will wait until I am married. I know better. But the number of dates before you should get some coochie coo was 3. And I like it at 3. But with women nowadays, two first are in public spaces, third one in a resto. If you ain't getting nothing, bounce. I thought that was funny. Next one. This user says, brothers, find an overseas woman who is fit, feminine, friendly, traditional. Learn her culture, language, and develop a plan for a peaceful life with her. Steer clear of Western women. Men today are just feeling like they want to opt out of this stuff, man. They don't want to deal with this. Majority of men are looking for traditional relationships in women. And I know that's a fact because you guys have said it in a poll back in the past. They're looking for traditional women in the West. They're looking for traditional relationships, and women in the West are not traditional anymore. But they expect men to be traditional themselves, which is a complete double standard. And men do not want a ran-through woman to marry or can't even cook an egg or make a sandwich. What do y'all think about that one? I told you all the comments I pulled today are relevant to today's topic. Okay. This one here is fear of rejection. right? Haha. Yeah, that's why I'm out here cold calling and stopping in and at businesses to get my business going. And then the next person said, yeah, it's not the same. Talking about fear of rejection from women, men walking away. But I made a comment. Now, this is my comment to you guys, okay? I'm going to put myself up on the screen because this was my reply back to them, okay? And this is what it says. This is what I said. I wrote this to another commenter, but I feel it belongs here too. As men, we should not fear rejection, okay? But embrace it. I say on this channel that it's important for men to continue to work on themselves and their purpose. I stand by that. However, we are men. We don't stop hunting because the prey is harder to catch. A hungry lion will go after tougher prey if that is all there is to eat. Or migrate, which people are doing with passports. But that's, see? Let me be clear. If a man doesn't want to get with these modern women, these modern Western women, I totally understand. But a man still needs to have practice, the practice talking and communicating with women, even if it doesn't lead to whatever the desired outcome is. I have done a lot of things in my life that is very tough. The one thing I can say is that I have never given up. I always worked on my skills so I can attack whatever I go after better. This is what we are supposed to do as men. A lot of men miss out on opportunities, not because they aren't good guys, but women can sense weakness on a man like it's yesterday's jockstrap. Time to man up. That's the way I feel. That's what I wrote back to a commenter. And I did that because I can totally understand that you're not going to totally commit whatever to a woman, but I'm starting to not understand why men are afraid to talk to women or afraid to approach things. For older dudes that have been through shit, for older dudes that have been through some stuff, I can understand why you might back away. But we have younger guys who are talking like this where they are scared to talk to and approach women. And when you do that as a young man, you're not giving yourself the skills to talk to women, much less alone. You have social media today where we don't talk to each other like we used to. See, us older guys have these skills where we've been rejected and had to go up to women and talk to women. You get older and you stop getting scared about it. Either you're going to learn earlier or you're going to get old enough where you just don't care anymore. So what am I saying? I'm telling these younger guys, don't be scared to go up to women because you have a fear of rejection. Don't be scared to go up women because, oh, these modern women today ain't worth talking to. Don't be scared to go up to women because I'm afraid what they're going to say. If they're not giving you the right attention, the body language, if they're showing they're not interested, you walk your ass away and you hold your head up proud. And guess what? I have literally gotten shot down by women and walked right over to the next one and talked to them and then wind up having a great conversation. And they've been like, oh, I saw you walking over there and talk to the other chick. I'm like, so? Now I'm talking to you. What's the deal? It don't hurt my feelings to get rejected by a woman. And this is something that, and I know a lot of older dudes can relate to this, but some older dudes know just like I do, you wish that you had learned that skill earlier to be able to take that rejection and roll with the punches. And that's what that comment was about. Let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments below. Okay? I'll get to your comments. I see what you're saying, Still Saint. We're going to get there. Let me set up the next portion. Oh, I had one last thing. I might start doing this too. This is the poll, one of the polls that y'all recently did yesterday. Okay? Shout out to my mother. Happy birthday to moms. In this, it said, what do you do? What do you think this means? We talk about problems we are seeing in dating relationships, particularly with modern women. The issues that men are observing are starting to spread to other communities. At a whopping 70%, you guys says changing of societal norms are impacting traditional relationships. And I agree with that statement. I understand why this was overwhelmingly this answer. And then lack of communication, understanding came in second, and relationships reflect broader societal issues and problems was third. Okay. Anyway, just wanted to get that out there. I'm going to start reviewing some of the polls so we can talk about those polls in real time along with some of the comments of the day. Even if I don't have comments today, I want to review some of these polls with you guys in the future. So stay tuned for that. Let me put myself back up on the screen. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go through all of you guys' comments. I do have to set up for the memes of the day. And again, today's memes of the day actually are in line with our conversations today. I didn't pull random memes. I didn't pull random comments. Everything has to do with today's theme about why it is impossible for men to trust modern women today. Okay, let's get back up to here. Let's see where we're at. Preston says their actions speak louder than their words. Absolutely. That's a good point, Preston. Gents, just like women say, watch a man's actions, they're correct. A man that is being deliberate, his actions are going to show that he cares, okay? But the same thing goes for women. You really, and really and truly, it's a bigger tale with women. When their actions don't line up with what they're saying, it's a bigger tale because the way a good woman moves, it's easy to know if you got a good woman or not because she's going to do stuff without even, you ain't got to say nothing. She's already going to know your mood. She's already going to be able to read you. She's already going to be in tune to what you're going through. My last girlfriend, like, she would know. She'd be like, you hungry, huh? And I'd be like, yeah, why? She said, you're quiet. Or she'd be like, you're kind of getting snippy. You must haven't eaten. She just knew me. And sometimes she just wouldn't say nothing. She just do what she needed to do because she knew that I was hungry. Being in tune. And I'm just using that as an example. But I'm saying if a person loves and cares about you, they're in tune to what's going on with you. All right? He should take her to court. He should absolutely take her to court. Amen. Jeff, thank you for being here, Jeff. I agree. Carl, he ain't saying nothing wrong. No, he didn't. They don't want to go viral as a creep, TSG. No, I know that some men, listen, I get it. I absolutely get it. If you watch the last video I put out, that dude walked up to the car to bring that woman back her ID. And then she was like, what you here for? And you could tell they from my home state of Louisiana because they had that accent. They had that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? For sure. Was that in the water? You know what I'm saying, baby? You know what I mean? Like they had that accent. You know what I mean? I don't have my accent anymore, but they did. And he brought her back her ID and she's like, what you here for? And he was like, well, you know, I think you pretty and all like that. I want to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, look, I don't want to holler at you. So what's this little job you got? Go watch that video if you ain't watched it. It's my last video I put out. And I get it. Men don't want to be labeled as creeps. Or they don't want to get posted either. I get that. And if you have a fear of that, then don't go up to women. I'm just saying I wouldn't let it stop me. Nobody wants the Western monster. No. Let me make something clear. Let me back that up. When I say it wouldn't stop me, I also am a man that can read choosing signals, right? You got to be able to read social cues. And you don't read those social cues if you're not getting out there and you're not putting yourself out there. I'm not saying you have to go up and try to just holler at a woman to learn how to do those social cues. Sometimes it's just starting conversation with people, right? If you can't talk to a woman individually, if you see a group like guys and girls in there talking, break the ice with the group and then see how you fit in with the women that way. There's a lot of ways to skin the same cat, okay? I'm a very social person, if y'all couldn't tell, okay? I'm a very social person. I'm not scared to go up to anybody. And I get it. Sean, you're in shape. Sean, you're 6'3.5", 6'4". Yeah, okay. I got all that working for me. I do. But before I put on a lot of muscle and put on a lot of pounds when I was a skinny kid and women used to, I was slim and people and girls didn't want to talk to me and want to holler at me, you goofy, you silly, you this, you that. When I had all of that, I was still a social person. I've never let these women change who I was. If anything, it just made me go back to the drawing board and continue to be the best version of myself. So when I tell you all this stuff, it's because I did it. I've been through the heartache and the pain, and I'm going to tell you, being older, I just don't give a shit. So I'm going to talk to you. If the thing ain't vibing, or if I see you ain't feeling me, I'll walk off myself. Hey, you have a good evening. I'll still be respectful. You ain't got to tell me. I can read you. I've been doing this enough. I've been doing this long enough. I've met so many people from all the places I've been. I don't go to a place and not be social. So when I tell y'all this stuff, it's because I do it. It's because I'll run out and I will go holler at people just for social experiment, just to see how people going to react. I used to do that in my 20s, right? Now I'm in my 40s, man. And at this point, I've done all this experimentation. I've gone out and I've been every version of, well, I haven't been a Pookie, okay? I've been to Ray Ray, but I ain't been no Pookie, okay? But I've been every type of man. And I'm not going to let anybody, man or woman, stop me from being social if I want to be. Because most of the time I'm in here chilling now. Chilling. All right, where we at? Still Saint says that social media piece is a lot more integral to the youngins today. We did not grow up with instant videos and women weaponizing their phones. Still Saint brings up a good point. Okay, we didn't grow up with that. Hell, we did not. There was a point in time where we were dating, and none of this stuff affected us. It was traditional dating. And it's unfortunate that a lot of the younger guys in this chat, or not necessarily in this chat, but on this channel, didn't get a chance to grow up in that type of dating scenario where you didn't have to worry about that woman having attention from 1,000 other damn dudes, and 5 in the DMs, 5 in the chamber, and you the one that she's out there with tonight. You wouldn't have to worry about that type of stuff. So maybe we have a different type of drive not to be scared and not to have that fear in us, because we grew up in a time where you had to communicate. You had to be able to have social skills. You had to be able to go up and talk to people. And matter of fact, given the course and nature of my job, I was an instructor. I taught engineering, and after I got out of the military, I taught bartending school after I graduated, because I had that teaching background. I have to be able to talk to people, and I have to be able to be social, because it is, and I was a bartender. So, you know, like, everything I've done has been in front of people, but you don't learn those skills until you put yourself in those type of situations, my friends. Happy birthday, Ma. Yeah, Ma, I got to call her because I sent her birthday present, and it had a hard time getting delivered or something, man. So hopefully she got the little card to figure out where to go pick up her stuff, man. She ain't called me yet, so she must ain't got it. I'm about to work with Mom to get her birthday present. Preston says, newsflash, we don't want to get to know you either. That's a good one. Carl says, I remember that she was disrespectful as hell. I'm not going to deal with that ever. No, and listen, let me make this clear. This is no knock on any of you guys that decide you want to step back and you don't want to be a part of it. Obviously, I fully support you through this channel for how you feel. But I do always say on this channel, and correct me if I'm wrong, but don't always say continue to work on yourself. Working on yourself isn't just your physical appearance, though it is part of your physical appearance. The other part is working on your mental, man. If you got to go to therapy for some shit that happened to you back in the day, go to therapy, man. Do it. It will help you. Trust me. Okay? Work on who you are. Put yourself in situations that you can go out there and be, and I hate to use this term, but be the alpha dog. You can go out there and stand on your... Women can smell fear on a man. Women can smell the lack of masculinity on a man. If you're just a nice guy and you don't have those masculine traits, that is a turnoff to a woman. Don't matter how good you are. I'm going to put that in. We're going to talk about that on a future video. So I hope you guys support it. But it's real talk that we need to get out there to the gents. We're talking about simping. We need to give dudes who are simping alternatives and choices and tell them how to do it. And I don't like to say how to do anything on this channel, But I realized I got to make these videos. It's just a responsible thing to do. Okay. So let's get to the memes of the day. Oh, let me put it up on I gotta do my Kevin Samuels. We're gonna get that's not the goddamn, I hit the thing. Profiles of the day. Profiles of the day. We're gonna get to the profiles of the day. Again, all of these have to do. I do have one more video clip. We're gonna get out of here at the 2-hour mark. Please stick around 2 hours. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna clip it. Okay. We're gonna run through these. All right. But some of these we gotta talk about. Gents, we gotta talk about some of these, okay? The Boondocks predicted the future way more than the Simpsons. Riley stunting on. Remember Riley was wearing the outfits like this? We see that now. You had when Popeyes put out that chicken sandwich, that whole debacle where people fighting over Popeyes chicken, right? They talked about that on the Boondocks. Riley was talking about free R. Kelly. R. Kelly wound up going back to prison for the rest of his life now. And then you got when what's the lawyer name, man? Whatever the lawyer dude with the white woman. Anyway, point is, remember his woman went to the Usher concert and he was scared he was gonna lose her. Look at that dude up there with look at Kiki up there with Usher. Crazy, right? Where we at? King says sometimes social cues will tell you that you're attracted to the wrong people. That's true as well. You have to totally change up who you interact with, color, religion, ethnicity, etc. I will say, King, about if you've done the right changes, then you won't talk to, if you've done the right work, then you won't talk to the same type of people that you were attracted to before that led you to the old outcomes. I say that again. If you have made the requisite, say you've had bad experiences, let me put myself on the screen because I want to make this point. That's a great point. Say you've had problems with women, you've had problems with people, you've had problems with situations, you had problems in marriages, you've had all these issues. In the decisions I've made that have led to bad outcomes in my relationships, I can only look to me to say what was in me, what was lacking, what was missing, that I chose those type of people in my life. Maybe at the time, that's what I thought I deserved. But when you do the work and you're willing to put in the time to understand who you are, where you're going, what you want, and being on your purpose, you won't be attracted to nor talk to those same type of women because they will no longer grab your appeal. But that takes time and it takes work and it takes self-discovery that a lot of people don't want to put the time in. That's both men and women. All right. That's my point. Carl says, do the homie. Tom the lawyer. Tom the lawyer. Yeah, his wife went up on stage with Usher. That's right. Tom. How did I forget that name? That name was perfect for him, Tom. All right. We got Clarence Thomas being Uncle Ruckus nowadays. Here it is. Woman 37 hacks husband multiple times after finding explicit photos of another woman, and it turned out to be her when she was thinner. Ain't that something? This woman attacked him for photos, and it was her. Women are crazy, man. Women can get crazy. Talk about men. Women get mad at men for being protective, and women do stuff just like this. Ain't that crazy? Check this one out. I should have blocked the name out, whatever. She says, I got 3 ninjas helping me move. I just told everybody the others is my cousin on my daddy's side. They over here dapping each other, talking about what's up, man, and introducing themselves. Now, what is the theme today? Why it's impossible for men to trust modern women? This woman got all of her side dudes moving each other and lied and said this person related. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Women today are out here. The statistics on cheating can't be correct. Not when you have 30% of young men that have never had relations, and then that's the other 30% of young men haven't had relations in the past year. And you got all the men who going their own way. You got men who are just checked out. Men are checking out of the process. So women are essentially laying down with the same dudes. They are laying with the same men. They are messing around. They are the ones messing around at a higher clip because men aren't. 68% of women claim they're in a relationship, where only like 30% of men claim they're in a relationship. The math don't work. It means that women are sharing the same dudes, or per that poll, women are dating older dudes, or they're in other relationships. Something not adding up. It adds up to me that women have now surpassed men in being the biggest cheaters. That's all I'm going to say about that. Is she Asian? This one? No, that's a black girl. Like those guys, don't follow her post. She is done. What is your thoughts on Chloe Bailey? If given the opportunity and she threw it at you, would you hit Chloe Bailey? No. Now, and it's the other thing is, I'll say, I personally now at this stage in my life, I got to know somebody, right? Like, I don't want to smash and dash. If I'm going to give you my time, I want to get to know you. And if you're worth me knowing, now I'm not saying that if she didn't throw it at me and we had been going on some dates, whatever, that I wouldn't do something. What I'm trying to say is that for me, that I need to have some type of bond, chemistry, knowing that she and I click in some type of way. I need that now at this point in my life. If we don't click, it ain't going well. I don't need it, man. Because all it is stress and problems that I don't need, man. I'm trying to run this business. I'm trying to write this book. Man, I'm trying to save money. I got things I'm trying to do. And ultimately, I'm trying to, this time last year, what today is the 12th? This time last year, I left Mexico 8 days a year ago from now. So on the 20th of July last year, I left Mexico. Let me be clear. I'm going to be in the States for a little bit till I build up some of the things I'm trying to do. But until that happens, my goal is to leave the country again. And the next time I leave, I'm leaving for a long time. All right? So I'm pretty much done. Let's get back to these comments. I'm going to get to y'all comments in a second. Let me finish running through some of these. But yeah, she didn't give up herself. She didn't give up the game. But hey, real quick, let me go back to this real quick. This goes to show, man, you got to be careful with these chicks out here today, man. We know they got other dudes, okay, but now they basically using all the dudes for something. And women are okay with juggling multiple dudes because it gives them more resources without having to commit. Who does that sound like? Oh, wait, it sounds like what women used to complain about with men back in the day. Women are starting to act just like the men that they couldn't stand before. And wonder why men can't trust them. This woman says, be honest, y'all parents taught y'all to read? My mom didn't. I learned all my academics at school. Where y'all supposed to learn? Being able to sit down and teach your children is a luxury. Most parents don't have that type of time. I know mine didn't. She was working. Oh my God. Did y'all read this? Did y'all read this? Now listen, some mothers don't have time to necessarily sit down with their kids. But the reason why mothers don't have time to sit down and teach their kids no more is because they're working. It's because they're single mothers. And listen, some single mothers are single mothers because dudes ran off and didn't want to take care of responsibilities, didn't want to be there. But let's be honest, there's also a swath of single mothers who laid up with those wrong-ass dudes, the type of dudes that was going to bounce and leave. There's another swath of single mothers that pretty much ran their own baby daddy off. My mother took the time to sit down with me even when she was working. Did she have time necessarily to sit down and do homework? No. But if your mom don't have time to sit down and teach you lessons, right? Even my stepdad, he had time. He took the time to teach me certain lessons. I'm appreciative of that. But to sit here and let school be the only thing that teaches our kids, and we wonder why our kids ain't shit today. Yeah, I said it. Your kid ain't shit. That's right. We wonder why. You may not like that dude, but let that father, if he wants to be around, let that father be in his life. Stop trying to stop him from having time with his kids because you mad he don't want to be with you no more. This is why the goddamn kids can't read. This is why the kids don't read. And this is why we have ignorant ass women like this. Next one. If you disagree with, if a woman on Facebook disagree with you, here's all the things that she say. You happy? Who hurt you? Your thing little. You ain't got no money. You can't get no women. You don't love your mom. Ain't this something? Shame. See, the late great Kevin Samuels talked about this, and this is why they so mad at his ass, because he talked about sign language, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. Instead of using your words like big girls do, not trying to shame a man, have a discussion with him. When he's right, instead of, if he's making a point, instead of getting in your feelings, hey, I can admit that. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. If I'm wrong, I can admit it. Oh, I didn't know that. I can say that. I'm a pretty smart dude. And I'm even willing to say, I didn't know that. Ego. Ego makes you get to this point right here. Pride. And modern women just don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong to anybody. They don't want to be accountable and or responsible for shit other than themselves. Let's get back to your comments because y'all guys is commenting like a big dog. Talked about Chloe Bailey. You know she a young tender that's famous and thick. Oh, I know who Chloe Bailey is. It's just I'm not chasing after women like that no more, man. That's a young man's game, man. I ain't a young man no more. I'm not an old dude either, but I ain't no young man neither. They surpassed men in the 10 to 2000s. Oh, with cheating? Yep. And I was asking if the hacker was Asian. If the hacker was Asian. Oh, I don't know. That's a good one. But I feel you though, bro. You retired and passed that torch down to next generation of Tyrones. Oh, man. You know what, man? I'm not the... I can say that I never bragged about anything I did. The only people that know about what I did was the people, my bros that were close to me. You know what I mean? That's the only people that know what I did. Real, look. There's a song lyric that says, real bad boys hit hard and move silent. There's a song down in New Orleans called Marrero by, I think, MC Thick. Any of y'all know Louisiana, y'all know Marrero, right? That's that song back in the day. I ain't gonna sing it because I'm starting to lose my voice, but that's a quote from that rap lyric, man, down in New Orleans. Hey, you hit hard, move silent. Nobody got to see your moves. When girls try to shame and say you probably don't get no girls, this, that, and third, I just laugh. Okay, you think so? You think I can't get women? Okay. It's all good. You ain't got to know my moves. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. My ego, when you get older, your ego ain't tripping on none of this, right? Even my ex-wife will tell you like, yeah, I know. She knew when I met my son's mom, she got jumped by 5 girls. And my son's mom is from New York. So when they tried to clip her legs, she had a bottle in her hand. She had a Corona bottle, and she clapped one on the head. I'm telling you, it was a wild night too, right? But That's what made me think, oh, this wifey, man, she can hold up for herself. But my ex knew. My ex knew that I had girls. She knew. They had girls coming up into the bathroom telling her, like, you know, I used to holler at him, huh? I ain't got to prove nothing. My exes can tell you all this. So I ain't passing the torch to nobody, bro. You don't want that smoke. Okay, where you at? God dang it, man. These little words getting tiny on them, brother. Hold up real quick. Oh, shit's almost a 2-hour mark. We got to move a little quicker. I'm going to get to your comments. Let me roll through these real quick. Check this out. They're promoting this on Time Magazine, the child-free life. And yeah, there's a man and a woman there, and they're talking about it, but this promotes it. This is promoting it. If you weren't promoting it, then why do you put 2 single people on the beach? I know you're showing people like, hey, this is the lifestyle that they have, but you're bringing light to it. Hopefully you talk about it. Here's the little caption y'all can't see. I'm going to put it up on the screen. It says, when having it all means not having kids. Look at this. We are promoting this. Next one. For a generation that can't find a good man, you ladies sure are pregnant a lot. Oh, man. Right? They can't find a good man. They still pumping out babies. Check this out. Why men can't trust getting married? Scottie Pippen was the one who shot all those jump shots, had his bones and ankles. I'm an ex-basketball player myself, man. I can't play no more. My knees are gone, my ankles, my arches are flattened, all this stuff. You do all those games. Those affect you, man. And Scottie Pippen has to give his ex-wife 50% of his retirement fund. Ain't that something? For her to go out and then go and be hugged up with Michael Jordan's son. Ain't that some crap? This sign here I thought was telling. Stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all. Exactly what I talked about earlier. This woman says, ever notice how being a good woman isn't remotely the same as being a good person? They're never ranting like, I'm kind, I'm just, I treat people with respect, I protect the vulnerable. Just hiding boob, relation, repression, collecting degrees, and doing capitalism. I applaud this woman for saying this, putting modern women on blast on what they're talking about being a good woman. Being a good woman isn't being a good woman. There is no kindness involved with these good women. Now, here's the last video of the night. We're going to go over the 2 hours, but you guys are going to want to stick around for this. Now, listen, I am not a fan of the things. I don't like to talk about religion or politics necessarily on this channel. However, I think that there's people that don't mean well for people. My politics, my religion is it going to take care of the most vulnerable people? Is it going to take care of my mom? That's my politics. My mom worked hard her whole life. She took care of me. She gave me the opportunity to do well for myself. My politics is, does it take care of my mom or does it screw my mom over? That's it. That's my only politics. Okay? However, there's a law that's being drafted up, and we've talked about this before in the channel. This law that's being drafted up has women losing their minds. Check this out. This is going to be a treat for you guys. Oh, let's do it this way. So the new law will also allow, this is in Florida, I believe, that they drafted this up. The new law will also allow alimony papers to seek modifications if a supportive relationship exists or has existed. Meaning if your woman has gotten into another relationship where she's receiving a report, then alimony can be modified involving their ex-spouses in the previous year. Critics argue that the provision is vague and could apply to temporary roommates who help alimony recipients cover living expenses for short periods of time. So this law, if she's getting help in any type of way from anyone else, from any other entity, alimony in this law would be able to be modified, okay? Now, Five Ash is a 63-year-old woman with serious medical conditions, said she can't afford another legal fight over alimony. My fears are that they can take you back to court, and I don't have money for an attorney. I literally live off a little bit I get from alimony. I work part-time because I have all kinds of ailments, and now I'm going to be left without anything, absolutely anything, she said. Health insurance, Five Ash added, will probably be the first thing to go if her payments are reduced or eliminated. This is a death sentence for me. What do modern women think it is for a man who has, wrong view. What do women think this means for men who have worked hard? Let's say these men aren't making the six figures, yet he has to give half of everything. She goes on and gets married again. So now she's getting alimony and child support from you. And then she's being supported by her new dude. What happens to the original dude? It's a death sentence. Do you know a lot of guys go homeless because of this? They lose their homes in divorce because they have to split the assets. Then they get stuck with all these payments. I've already proved on an older video, when you do the money, men become negative in this situation. All a woman has to do is monkey branch to the next guy, and she's taken care of. All she has to do is get his child support alimony, work, and find another dude, and a woman would be okay. A man would have to hit the lottery or find a better job if he can. He's already defeated. This is how a lot of men end up single, homeless. So what about men? Was it not a death sentence? You thought you can collect alimony from a dude that you no longer with for the rest of your life? What entitles a woman to think that she can get money for the rest of her life because a marriage dissolves? Why does the men have to provide? Women want equality, but if women were forced to pay alimony, only 3% of women pay alimony. A very small percentage of women pay alimony. It's mainly guys. And then any woman who's in support of these laws right now, tell me that you don't give a shit about men. And if you don't give a shit about men, I don't give a shit about you. Period. You can quote me on that. You don't give a shit about men, I don't give a shit about you. I didn't say women, I don't give a shit about you. Okay? So, I don't play that. All right? Now, I'm going to get to y'all comments. We're going to get to all this in a second. I'm going to put myself back up on screen. This woman who I'm about to play, oh, crap, is in another folder. Give me 1 second. This woman I'm about to play, she does a lot of videos talking about men's rights.
We are strong, independent women.
So if you haven't seen this woman before, you should go follow her on TikTok. She's called the Manicured Mom, if you haven't heard of her before. Okay?
We are strong, independent women. We don't need no man. Women also. Yeah. There's an outcry over taking away lifetime alimony. The law that DeSantis signed in is a step in the right direction. It omitted lifetime alimony in Florida and says that alimony cannot exceed 1/2 the length of the marriage. But apparently these strong, independent women don't have very strong convictions in what they believe, because now they're leaving the Republican Party over this. I mean, because alimony's taken away, they'll no longer be Republicans. And if you read the little subtitle, it's a quote. My fear is that they'll take me back to court, and I don't have the money for this. Well, How do you think men have felt for years when they've been taken back to court over and over again over child support, over custody of their children, over more alimony, over these long, extensive, financially ruining divorces? I mean, it wasn't the anti-LGBTQ laws. It wasn't the anti-trans laws. It wasn't the abortion laws, taking away their bodily choice, but take away the money that they can get off a man and they're going to leave the Republican Party. The greed and their ability to just publicly say, I'm not independent. I need a man to pay my way. Well, not wanting to say it publicly. You seriously can't make this shit up. Toxic women are on full display right now.
Go check out the Manicured Mom. Seems like she has her own, the manicuredmom.com. I need to get my own .com too, so I can start putting articles and stuff up on there. But stand by for that. I do have a website, but I haven't done anything on it in a long time. But once I start writing these books, I will have my website up, okay? God dang it. Now that I've been wearing the glasses, I can't read anymore. All right. Let's see where we're at. I got to go through all these comments. Got a lot of comments. Carl says, no time to teach you how to read. Stop having Pookie's mistake babies. Absolutely, Carl. A real mama makes time. Boom. Or hands the child over to the father. Boom, boom. Adon says, both of my parents did not teach how to read. We had lessons back in my country. When we moved to the U.S., I asked my half-brother to teach how to do spelling. Look, some parents don't have the time. I get that. I'm not going to knock women or, parents who don't have the time if they're both working to take care of their kids. However, parents are supposed to be the teachers of the child. And some parents, and the point of that comment is some parents have delineated their responsibilities of doing any type of teaching of the kids just to the teachers in school or just to their soccer coach or just to the other people in their life because they don't have time for them. I was at the gym at 2:00 this morning working out, talking to a gentleman sort of around my age, probably a little bit older. I think he's in his 50s, right? And we were talking about this very thing, about how he was on a trip with he had to chaperone a rich dude's kid. And the kid used to do all kind of stuff, argue with the dad, break bottles and put the glass outside his door, his bedroom door. I said, that kid is starving for attention. He said, yeah. Then he tried to come on the trip. And this dude I was with, he a big dude in the gym too. And he said he tried to come at me with that, and I wasn't having it. And he said by the end of it, that kid has so much respect for me, and his dad won't let him hang out with me no more because his dad don't get that same respect. You got to teach your kids some shit. Not my kid, Sean. Sean, yeah, your kid ain't shit too. I like that. That's why I love the channel. It's honesty. Some people can't handle the truth. That's why I'm always be honest about it, man, even when it hurts, man. All right? Anon, way to overcome, bro. Absolutely. I agree with that. Thank you. Yep. I love that song. I'm from Arkansas. Oh, you know about Marrero from down in New Orleans. All right, cool. What the they yelling Marrero? Cruising down the street, real slow. Anyway. What the fuck, yo? Black man got jumped. That's how y'all met? Yeah, crazy, right? That's a rough love story. Make no mistake, DeSantis is going to benefit from that law, but I think this will lose him presidential candidacy. Yeah, no. Listen, that law is amazing. I think that law is what needs to happen around the country because it would make women think twice about getting married just to sucker a man for money, right? But on the flip side, he made a bunch of laws. Listen, I've worked with people who were undocumented. I was at Mexico, man. Let me tell you, I have a different respect for how they work. I've driven through the orange fields in California, man, and I saw them picking them oranges. And I'm going to tell you, I don't want to pick them damn oranges in that heat. Do you? Do y'all want to be out in that heat picking these vegetables and stuff out in the farm? No, because if you did, you'd be out there doing it. Regular people don't want to be doing that shit, man. So when you make laws that gets rid of all the immigration population who also pay taxes but don't benefit from the taxes. So their tax money is going to fund things that they don't even get the benefits of. Okay? When you just make cruel laws, man, just because you're trying to like think it's going to make you popular amongst your base, that's retarded. Now, this law is a good law, but it doesn't make up for the idiocy of some of these politicians. Okay? And I'm not just talking about him. I'm knocking the other side too. I'm against anybody who's not for you. Best and believe that. If you ain't for the regular people, I ain't for you. Where we at? Preston says these people went past losing their minds. They're snorting too many TikTok loony baloney rocks. Absolutely, Preston. Thank you for finding someone who gets it. When you're done being Mr. Nice Guy and to people living in loony baloney delusions. Oh, absolutely, man. And then Movado FU haters. Keep up the good work, bro. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming through tonight, man. Seriously. That was that the last clip I had? Yeah, that was the last one. So listen, gents, with that being said, we're going to get to the question of the day. Question of the day is pretty simple today. Question of the day is, what is the biggest thing that makes men not trust modern women, in your opinion? Y'all get down there. Y'all can put it in the chat, but I also want y'all to put it in the comments down below, right? If you're looking at this pre-recorded, I want to hear from you guys, and I'll be down there to join you and answer your questions as I can, okay? So thank you so much for that, all right? Thank you to all of you gents. Again, I cannot do this without you guys. I like to give shout-outs on the way out. You guys know that. So shout out to Movado FU haters. Thank you for coming through tonight. Shout out to Preston, as always. Shout out to Still Sane, as always. Shout out to my boy Ennis, as always. I'm going to skip over you, Chosen, because I'm going to get to your super chat. Shout out to Anon. Thank you. Shout out to Carl. Did I already say that? Yep. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Shout out to King for being here tonight. Shout out to Jeff Bennett. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Chosen for the $10 super chat. Again, everything that you donate and give to this channel, it goes right back into the channel, right? It goes right back into the channel. The reason I was able to upgrade StreamYard so you can have this nice little logo, better quality video, music, even me doing 2-camera stuff, the lighting, the microphones, the headphones. You guys pay for that over the years of doing this channel. I can't do it without you guys, okay? We can have a channel like this with your support. If you can't support monetarily, support by watching the videos all the way through. Support by watching the video all the way through. And if you didn't watch the next video, click on the next video. Do y'all know that helps a lot in the algorithm? It helps more than you hitting the like button or the comment if you watch 2 videos in a row. You've helped me, right? You've helped me more than giving me money, because just the views alone will help, okay? Them pushing it out will help. Right? Who else we got up in here? Thank you again for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Who else we had up in here? Shout out to Kings and Dreams for being here today. I think I missed somebody. I did miss somebody. Shout out to XL Pro for coming through. Shout out to Speak Spanish Now, and shout out to Bruce Reigns. Shout out to them. Thank you for coming through. Did I miss anybody? Hold up. I'm looking. I don't like to miss nobody. I'll get to your comments in a second. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. If I missed anybody, let me know, but I don't think I did. Movado FU hater says respect always. Thank you so much. Them, not him. Oh, what were you saying? Did I miss something in yours there, Carl? Okay. All right. Thank you guys for being here today. We'll be back next week for another live stream. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it's going to be a good one. I like the way today's flowed. Because everything worked together in concert. Again, question of the day is, what are the factors that in your opinion, make it where men feel impossible to trust somebody at the end of the day? I want to hear from you guys. I hope you guys have a good week. I will try to have another video. I've already been working on new ideas for videos. I already have 2 that I'm already working on. I just got to film them. Once those are filmed and ready to go, I'll have those videos out. If I don't have a video out tomorrow, it'll definitely be out Friday. But I haven't slept a lot, so I don't know what I'm going to do right now, okay? Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming through today. And until next time, live your best life.